Through history, some of the greatest philosophers had some pretty strange ideas. A detailed look into the history of philosophy reveals a number of thinkers whose ideas, while deeply influential, were so unconventional and far-reaching that they can only be described as strange. These philosophers challenged the very foundations of reality, morality, and human existence in ways that still provoke thought and bewilderment today. One such was Diogenes of Sinope, who lived from 412 to 323 BCE. Diogenes was the ultimate eccentric. He was a central figure in the Cynic school of philosophy, which derived its name from the Greek word for dog, an insult he embraced and embodied. His philosophy was not just a set of ideas, but a radical public performance. Diogenes famously rejected all material possessions and lived in a large ceramic jar or wine barrel in the middle of the Athenian marketplace. He owned only a cloak, a staff, and a bread bag. When he saw a child drinking water from his hands, he threw away his only bowl, deeming it an unnecessary luxury. To demonstrate his rejection of artificial social conventions, he would urinate, defecate, and masturbate in public. When people were shocked, he would retort that these were natural human acts that should not be hidden. He believed the society's rules were arbitrary and that true virtue lay in living a life of radical simplicity in accordance with nature. He would often walk through the streets of Athens in broad daylight carrying a lit lamp. When asked what he was doing, he would reply that he was looking for an honest man. This act was a biting critique of the hypocrisy and moral corruption he saw in Athenian society. And lastly, when Alexander the Great, the most powerful man in the world, came to visit him and offered to grant him any wish, Diogenes' famous reply was, "Stand out of my light." This perfectly encapsulated his belief that true freedom and happiness came from an unyielding self-sufficiency and a total indifference to wealth and power.